I Lie to You? Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Frank's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. But it's up to Chris's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. She can't speak to me. She's not being rude. Luke, who is Vanessa to you?
This is Vanessa, and I once serenaded her with an original love song.
Zoe, who is Vanessa to you?
This is Vanessa. We were in a shampoo commercial together. I was the before and she was the after.
And Frank, who is Vanessa to you?
Not just to me, but to everybody she knows. This is... This is Vanessa, and she's the lifeguard who rescued me when I found myself trapped in a deck chair.
So there we have it. Is Vanessa Luke's love song listener, Zoe's shiny-haired shampooer, or Frank's liberating lifeguard? Chris's team, where do you want to start? Well, we'll start with Luke.
Let's start with Luke. So, how old are you when you meet Vanessa?
High school? High school?
Just vocal or like with an instrument or?
Both.
What was the instrument?
Guitar.
Was Vanessa aware that you were interested in her before you serenaded her?
I don't know, but she definitely was when she heard the love song.
What happened when you played it to her?
I don't think Ness was as keen on me as... I don't think she was working on a love song of her own, for starters.
How many bars into the song do you think Vanessa twigged that what was going on?
Pretty early.
Right. I think we need to know some of the lyrics.
I certainly regretted spending so much time on the bridge.
Right. Never got to it.
Yeah, like I cut the solo in half.
Can you give us a little bit?
If you were to make me fall in love with you, then you would hear it. But other than that, you'd know.
I understand, Luke, that you don't want to sing it, but can you at least tell us what it was called?
Wait here.
Wait here.
It's more of a command than like a love song.
I don't have to listen to this.
Wait here.
Vanessa's hard to rhyme too. You know, like when you're doing a love song, you normally rhyme. I can't imagine Vanessa.
I really want to undress her.
Let me be your confessor.
Yeah.
I've just bought an air compressor.
Yeah.
Plenty of options.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to move on to Zoe?
Zoe, tell us about the hair commercial.
I don't get why you would have been the before, because you've got amazing hair.
Yes, Carrie, thank you. But it was a dandruff shampoo commercial, and I was the dandruff person.
So hold on, did you have dandruff when you went in the commercial?
I did have dandruff. That's how I got the... It was actually
You went
my
to
first...
audition?
But hold on, don't they just normally put a bit of something on to make... Would they actually ask for people with dandruff to come forward for a hair
well, they
ad?
didn't ask. I got put forward for the job.
What,
By your manager.
does anyone know
Yeah.
anyone with a shocking dandruff problem? A very good friend of yours said, oh, I know just the person.
It was, I mean, it's grim because it was the first paid gig that I ever got. And I was 18 and I'd signed up for one of those, you know, that like an extras agency where
What,
they
like a flaky scalp database?
No, it wasn't. I didn't go. I wasn't like, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it big in the flaky scalp world. Like, it was just a general extras agency, but they went, we've got a job for you, and I was very excited.
There's no real point doing a before and after with different people. Like, the whole... The whole point of the before and after is the same person before they use the product, then the same person after they've used the product.
But
Some of those adverts aren't true.
Yeah.
I feel like legally they'd have to show that it was removed from the same head.
If they don't
do, you know
do
what I
that,
mean?
it's a scam that we've cracked open tonight.
But very brave to come out tonight and say, I am a flaky scalped individual.
But it's not brave if you're not a
Who
flaky
does?
scalped individual, you know what I mean?
Are you suggesting that she's gone for flaky appropriation?
All right, Frank.
We should move on to Frank.
History with
Frank,
Vanessa?
remind us, how do you know Vanessa?
Well, Vanessa is the lifeguard who rescued me, thank goodness, when I got trapped in a deck chair.
Right, first question there. Did she laugh for a long time?
My main memory of her was there was a certain smugness that.
Well, she wasn't trapped in a deck chair. It just... it embodies a certain smugness. You're trapped in a deck chair, and I'm not.
How do you get trapped in a deck chair? What happens?
Well, it was one of those deck chairs that almost a bit like a banana lounge. It was on a cruise, actually, about 3 years ago. And top folds in, clink, clink, you flip it over and the legs fold in, clink, clink.
But how did you get trapped in that?
Oh, you want to hear about that as well?
Yeah.
The back had gone down, basically, and it was like, that's not how it's meant to work. And so then I turned around and I was kind of leaning forward to pull the head of the thing up, and as I leant forward, I put my weight past the point where the legs flipped under. So it kind of, as I was reaching forward, it kind of went clink, clink like that, and my hand was on the edge of here, and it went down, and I banged into the bit I was pulling back, and my face kind of slid down it, and it went through that little gap. Kind of went, and I was in there. And I couldn't get out. I was like...
Where were you on a cruise to?
It was a cruise around New Zealand, actually. It was like and I was working as as an entertainer on the cruise, and there were a bunch of us. And Vanessa was like known amongst the comedians as being not exactly shrill, but kind of very strident about sunscreen. Like every time you went down to the pool, she had like a big pump thing of sunscreen.
In New Zealand.
Yes, going around New Zealand. It was in summertime.
Are you sure? Are you sure it was sunscreen and not some sort of lube for getting people out of deck chair?
Thanks, Ross. I really appreciate that, because that's what happened. What happened was she was always like, slap on your sunscreen, guys. Don't forget to slap on your sunscreen, guys.
I don't like having sunscreen being made fun of. It's very important.
So how long...
And Vanessa just came around with the sunscreen and just went, I think we're going to slap on some sunscreen. And she just lathered all my head with sunscreen. I went, and I just was out like that. It was amazing.
She's almost a deck chair midwife in many ways.
Yes. All right, I think we need an answer. We've got Luke's love song listener, Zoe's shiny-haired shampooer, or Frank's liberating lifeguard.
What do you think,
What do you think, Chris?
Well, I'm getting Ed Sheeran vibes.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah.
I was going to say I can imagine him doing that.
So you're going with Luke?
I think...
What do you think?
We can rule out Frank, can't we?
I mean, no one's head can fit through that thing.
I'm not buying Frank even got employed by a cruise line. So I think we can eliminate Frank.
And I still feel like you'd use the same before and after person for the shampoo thing.
OK, so we're saying no to Frank, no to Zoe, which leaves Mr. Ed Sheeran. We're going to say Luke.
OK, Vanessa, would you reveal your true identity, please?
My name's Vanessa, and Luke once serenaded me with an...
What a gorgeous story. Now, Luke, I know that you previously told Chris's team that we're not ready to hear the song, but if I happen to have a guitar under the desk, is there any way...
I'm happy to play it too.
We won't laugh. We won't laugh.
What if? Are you ready to fall in love all over again, Vanessa? You want to count me in?
OK. Ladies and gentlemen, please endure. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, please...
Stop helping.
Stop helping.
OK, thank you. OK. Sorry, wait. OK, wait here for me and I'll wait here for you. I'm so sorry I did this. Just close your eyes, I'll be right there by you. wait here for me and I'll wait here for you. I just did that bit again. Just close your eyes. I'll be right there by you tonight.
How did that fail? I'm so sorry, sir.
Don't
Everybody
play it
put your hands
again.
together for gorgeous Vanessa. Thank you so much. So please welcome this week's special guest, Jack. All right, Husey, who is Jack to you?
Jack is a man who helped me once sabotage a grand final.
Ooh, all right. Melissa, who is Jack to you?
This is Jack. He and I used to compete against each other to see who could skin a rabbit the fastest.
Interesting. And Chris, who is Jack to you?
This is Jack, and he was my ballroom dancing partner when I was a boy.
So there we have it. Is Jack Husey's footy fiend, Melissa's raw rabbit rival, or Chris's ballroom buddy? Frank's team?
It's a nice feeling that at the moment, Jack, you're all of those things to us. So you're a charismatic character.
Very vivid facial expressions from Jack.
So, Husey, you sabotaged a grand final with Jack.
Yes.
What happened?
This is back in my hometown of Warrnambool in country Victoria, and I used to play footy with Jack, and and there was a grand final where our team didn't make the grand final. We were angry. We thought it was an injustice, and so me and a couple of other buddies paid Jack to saw down one of the goalposts for the grand final, like in the middle of the night. And so when grand final day came, one of the posts had been sawn down.
Was the post left, sort of as a warning?
Like a horse's head in someone's bed, if you're a man.
Well, no, the post ended up on the ground, and like the evidence was there that it had been done, and so they had to re-put the post in. It cost a lot.
So it was successful. It didn't go ahead, the footy final.
No, it did. It might have been delayed for a few minutes because they had to. There was a big effort.
A few minutes? I reckon I can get a crane in here in a few minutes. Does anyone... Oh, hang on. Oh, luckily there's a crane in the car park.
I tell you, it made a big controversy in the town on the day, and this is a 30-year-old secret.
Why didn't you saw it down yourselves? You were young guys. Didn't you have access to a saw or do it in the night?
Because we didn't want to do it because it's an illegal act, and Jack actually afterwards and to this day has the nickname. Guess what his nickname is? Jack.
I'm going to go with Stumpy.
Is it Stumpy, yes or no?
I'm going to go with Lumberjack.
Oh, that would have been a good one. His nickname to this day is Hacksaw Jack.
Great nickname.
I still have a million more questions, but we're going to move on. We could be here for hours. So Melissa...
Who was Jack to you?
Jack, well, I lived for a little time in Tasmania and I learned to hunt. And so, yeah, I got taught how to skin a rabbit, and then I got a little bit competitive because I wanted to be better at it. You know, Jack lives in the farm a couple of farms down, and so we would go fishing, we would go do hunting and things like that. And
I understand that competitiveness. You should see me on Christmas Day with prawns.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm finding it undeniably disturbing, but very compelling.
Yeah.
The image of you just, like, tearing apart like an animal that you've just hunted.
You should never go to Pet Barn with Melissa.
Yeah.
Describe to me the experience of hunting a rabbit.
Well, I mean, you have the rifle, and obviously everybody's really quiet. You need to all stay back behind, you know, the fire line.
A big bag of carrots?
So you've got a gun?
Yeah, I have a rifle. Yes, I've learned how to shoot with a .22.
You would be a good shot.
I'm pretty good. Not very good with a shotgun, but great with a rifle. My greatest achievement was learning how to shoot around corners.
You shoot around
shoot
corners.
around
Shoot around corners.
That is an achievement.
What, you buy a rifle with a bend in it?
Yes, I did.
Did you ever have that experience where the rabbit went into a hole and you put the rifle in there and the rifle came out here? You tied a little bow on it and
They
then...
do call me on the FUD back in Tasmania, so yes.
And you said you competed. Do you think that you were more successful or Jack was?
Well, Jack's been doing it for a lot longer in terms of skinning rabbits, so I thought I was getting pretty good, you know, by the end. I could sort of get it done in about a minute per rabbit. Jack can do, I think, like 30 seconds, something like per rabbit.
I can't peel
So
a mandarin in
fast.
30 seconds.
No, but it's just like...
Jack got the hands of a rabbit skinner. Can we see his
That's
hands?
a good question. Could you hold your hands up, please, Jack? Is that acceptable? They do look strong.
All
They
right.
also
They
look
could be
like
used
they could cut a gold.
Are you ready to move on to Chris's connection with
No,
Jack?
because that is a lie.
OK, Chris, remind us who Jack is to you.
This is Jack. He was my ballroom dancing partner when I was a boy.
This might be a prejudice, but my daughter is a dancer, and most of the people who attend are girls, and so why were you matched up with another boy?
Well, that is quite a backward point of view, Frank. No, this was where I learnt and did my classes. The sexes didn't even out so that every boy could learn to dance with a girl. Jack and I were both left over, so they just partnered us.
I'm amazed that of the two leftover boys, it was you and Jack. I would not leave Jack till the end.
He's getting snapped up, first thing.
Are you a bit scared of Jack?
I am, scared and aroused. He would definitely lead.
He's a strong presence, undeniably.
He really is a strong presence, that's for sure.
What sort of dances did you do with Jack? What was your favourite?
Our favourite, the tango.
Now, the tango has a number of different elements to it. What was the most thrilling part of the tango, you and your tango with Jack?
I always liked being dipped by Jack. I mean, there was a lot of that dun, 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 da, da, da. There was a lot of that.
Were you cheek to cheek?
And, well, Jack usually led, being the older of the two dancers. So he led, and...
And also being the most terrifying.
Yeah. He had a hacksaw, so you didn't want to argue with him.
Surely, before we go any further, we need to see a demonstration.
You and Frank could demonstrate.
I'll play Jack.
I just wanted to say...
All right, so do you want to lead or should I lead?
And around. Oh, my God, please be careful. And shift. And shift.
Something like that.
Jack showed absolutely no emotion whatsoever through the whole thing. He's traumatised. All right, we do need an answer. So, Frank's team, is Jack Hughesy's footy fiend, Melissa's raw rabbit rival, or Chris's ballroom buddy? What'll it be?
I think
It's a tough
Melissa's
one.
telling the truth.
It is we've got Melissa's telling the truth
Yeah.
from Abby.
I think Melissa's telling the truth, but not about Jack. She's replaced some poor Tasmanian farmer with Jack, and he's going to be at home shaking his fists at the TV, saying, "Why has my story been erased?" I think Jack saw down the goalpost with Hughesy.
What, we're in the presence of Hacksaw Jack?
Yeah.
OK. Frank, what do you
And what
think?
was yours, Abby?
I reckon Melissa.
Melissa, Hughesy.
Is no one buying the ballroom story? Well, you will be in for a shock.
I'm going with Melissa.
OK.
Lock it in. All right, Jack, we get to hear him speak. I'm so excited. Jack, could you please reveal your identity?
My name's Jack, and I helped Husey. Sabotage at the grand final.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hacksaw Jack. In the flesh. Well, what a great story, Jack. Thank you so much. Hacksaw Jack, ladies and gentlemen. So please, put your hands together for this week's special guest. It's Ange. Now, Ange doesn't hate everyone. She's been told that she's not allowed to smile. All right, Charlie, you first. What is Ange, or who is Ange to you?
This is Ange, and Ange saved me from having a meltdown at a children's farm when the goats were being too goaty.
They do have a way of being goaty. All right, Michaela, who is Ange to you?
Well, this is Ange, and together we stole an 83-kilogram wheel of cheese from a charity event.
Frank, who's Ange to you?
Well, this is Ange, and she's actually the waitress at my local cafe, and she just ignores me completely. And the only way that I can get her attention was to bring her onto this show.
I believe all of them. It's going to be so difficult. There we have it. Charlie's farmyard friend, Michaela's cheese thief accomplice, or Frank's cold-shouldering cafe worker. Chris's team, it's up to you.
OK, my first question is, Charlie, if this is your goat rescuer, was this as a child or an adult that Ange rescued you from?
How old do you think Ange is?
Oh, but was she a child rescuing another child, or she's an adult Ange rescuing an adult Charlie Pickering who's lost his mind over a goat?
That's a very good question, Cal. And the answer to that very good question is, this was recently.
What was the goat doing?
It was just fully goating at me.
So goats are allowed to be goaty. You might even say it's the main attribute of a goat. That they tend to be a bit on the goaty side. So how goaty was this
but there's goats and there's goats, isn't there?
Yeah.
This goat was the goat.
What did Ange do to rescue you from the too goaty goat?
Well, Ange works at the children's farm, and I was genuinely feeling a bit threatened by this goat who had me sort of up against a fence, and she managed to...
You're a good-looking guy. You're a good-looking guy.
I think what we're all... So the question we're all asking was the up against the fence issue a two-horn issue or a single-horn issue?
It was a two-horn issue.
You're pinned against a fence...
Yeah.
By a goat with two horns.
And can I say, I don't know if you've noticed this about goats, but disproportionately large, ball bag.
So big that you noticed it from the front.
Yeah. Of all the scrota in the animal kingdom, I think it's probably the ugliest. There, I've said it.
Was it only the scrotum that...
It's the second ugliest scrotum.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
On that note, let's move on to Michaela.
Thank God.
Ange
how do you
and
know?
I together stole an 83-kilogram wheel of cheese from a charity event.
How big is 83 kilograms of cheese?
It's big.
It's a canapé for Matt Preston.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Yeah.
Can you give us a
I reckon it like that, but quite thick as well. Thick, sort of.
Did you kind of cut? Did you think about cutting it down and kind of take it out in pieces, or do you just kind of just roll it out, sort of?
He makes a good point, you see, and so we utilised its natural shape and we rolled it out.
I assume that the cheese wasn't there to tempt you and Ange to break the law. Was it there to be eaten?
No, it was a display wheel.
So you stole it, but you never ate it?
Oh, no, we ate it.
so how, like...
Not all of
did
it.
you, like...
We actually were living together at the time as well, and so if you came to our house in the weeks
Or
after...
indeed the following decades.
Frank, remind us again how you know Ange.
Ange is the waitress at my local cafe, and she just ignores me completely. And so inviting her onto this program was the only way that I could get her attention.
And she's showing off her skills tonight.
Yeah. Exhibit A. That's basically... I have no idea what her face looks like. Although I shouldn't... That was a bit harsh because it was my fault. I've got her really here to apologise to her.
What did you do?
Well, because it's a local cafe just near my place called the Boho, and there was another waitress there who I would say that I befriended quite. Her name was Lisa. And what had happened, I was in there one day and there was another customer there who was quite, look, some sort of drug-addled thing was going on, I think. And at one point she just went, you know, anytime you're ready, you slowpoke trollop, to Lisa, right? And then when that person left, Lisa came over and asked me if I want another coffee, and I just paused for a moment, thinking, and then she went, anytime you're ready, you slowpoke trollop, like that to me. And then that became mine and Lisa's little thing. So then when I would go into the cafe, if she was working there, I'd just pick my moment. At least once a time there'd be a, anytime you're ready, you slowpoke trollop. And, you know, it was a nice little joke, a running joke.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Lisa had left. Ange, first day on the job, similar haircut, similar build. I think you can see what happened.
Let's get an answer. Chris's team, is Ange Charlie's farmyard friend, Michaela's cheese thief, or Frank's cold-shouldering cafe worker?
I kind of like the cheese story.
I think we can eliminate Frank. Are you happy to eliminate Frank?
I feel like we're going to say it's cheese, and then Frank will be like, it's toast my slowpoke trollop. But
I mean, if it is Frank's, we're in for an amazing television moment, or an incredibly awkward moment. It could really go either way. So I'm kind of hoping it's Frank's. I think it might be Charlie.
I don't think it's Charlie. I do love the idea of Michaela and Ange. I think their body weight combined not being as much as the cheese itself.
It sounds like there's two cheeses there, Chris.
Yeah, and they do look like they could be friends.
Yeah,
they're
we're
kind
like
of the same age.
Yeah, I think so.
So even though my heart is saying goat, I'm going to go with my team, who haven't, well, they've mostly let me down, but... and we're going to say Michaela.
OK. Ange, would you like to reveal your true identity? I can't wait.
My name's Ange, and Michaela and I stole it.
Did steal that wheel of brie. Thank you so much for coming in, Ange. So please welcome this week's guest, Lizzy. Stephen, what is Lizzy to you?
Well, this is Lizzy, and between us we devised an ingenious crime involving a 4-litre tub of ice cream.
Ella, who is Lizzy to you?
This is Lizzy. She cold called me to sell me pet insurance, but we ended up having such a great conversation that I took the plunge and asked her to be my friend.
I love that. And Frank, who is Lizzy to you?
This is Lizzy, or as she's also known, Lady Macbeth, because she absolutely flattened me the one and definitely only time I ever played roller derby.
So there we have it. Is Lizzy Stephen's ice cream accomplice, Ella's pet insurance pal, or Frank's rambunctious roller skater? Chris's team, Why don't you ask Stephen some questions
Let's
first?
start with the ice cream heist. What were the circumstances? Where were you?
OK, so we're besties, and we've been friends since we were very little kids. And we were, at 10 years old, we bought this 4-litre tub of ice cream and went down to the beach and had a lovely time eating it. But when you're 10, you can't eat 2 litres of ice cream. It'll kill you. So we got about halfway through, and it was either Lizzy or me who came up with the ingenious idea of filling the ice cream back up with sand, putting the lid on, cleaning it off, and just, you know, sneaking it back into the freezer at Woolies.
Not with a view to get a refund saying we don't want this anymore. It was more just, we've had enough, now we want to play a prank.
Now we want to basically ruin some family's day by, you know, buying the thing, taking it home and making all the children cry.
I wonder how far they pushed on, like, oh, this is the worst ice cream.
Yeah. It was, you know,
What
it was spearmint. It was green with choc chips in it, and we did spew, and that's really pretty when you see that on the sand. We did not put that back into the ice cream, I have to say.
So you're not a complete monster?
No.
Did you ever stay around for the payoff of the stunt? Like, did you sort of hide out in the freezer section waiting for someone to purchase this tub of ice cream?
That's actually a good point.
Because there's almost no point doing it unless you get the payoff.
That's right. So Lucy and I should have actually thought about that, shouldn't we? But anyway, that's all right.
No, but did you just say Lucy
Yeah, I think you just said Lucy.
Lizzy and I. I did not say Lucy.
All right.
Did you hear him call her Lucy?
I heard Lucy.
What are you guys doing? You guys are meant to be...
I'm going to get you out of this.
OK.
So, Ellie, you say that Lizzy called you trying to sell you pet insurance.
The cold call, I was not expecting it. Pet insurance, I'd never heard of it. I was caught a bit off guard. I have had one pet in my life, R.I.P., beautiful little dog called Bronte, who got bitten by a snake when I was growing up in the country. I told Lizzy that, and she said, I'm also from the country, and we had a lot of things in common, and we just hit it off, and at the end, I mean, I wasn't going to take the pet insurance. I was like, I don't want that, don't need that, but I don't really want this conversation to end. This has been, like, a real good one. Here's my number.
I've never done telemarketing or any sort of cold call.
Oh, I have.
But OK, because my assumption is when you do that, you're kind of on the clock, and that a sale is a commission, and that you're not there to make chit-chat. If the minute you heard the person on the other end of the line's not interested in what you've got to sell, you would hang up to move on to the chance of another sale. Is that correct?
Look, that's not entirely correct, because you do get very bored getting, you know, hung up on and abused, and so you do think, all right, I'm going to... Like, if you have a nice conversation, you have a nice conversation. It's all about customer relationships, so you can justify a lengthy kind of conversation.
So it's possible
to possibly...
Poor old Ella just thinks she's her friend.
She's playing the long game. She's going, I didn't get her now, but in 4 years' time, I'm going to sell her that insurance.
Having a light bulb, I thought we were friends.
You bitch. How many dogs does Lizzy have?
Just, I believe, just one, but they do seem to come and go because she does that fostering thing. Where you
I'm sorry about the bitch comment earlier.
You know, just as good... Lizzy's just a beautiful person. Like, that's my kind of person.
I think I'm going to ask Lizzy to be my friend.
Exactly. That's what happened.
I love it. It's very believable. All right, Frank, who is Lizzy to you?
Well, Lizzy, or also known as Lady Macbeth, she completely flattened me the one time I played roller derby.
Where did you play roller derby?
At the roller derby rink.
And how did you come to be on the team? Like...
Yeah, no, I went to watch my niece Cammy play.
Yeah.
And on that day, there was only 6 of her players turned up. That was going to have to be called off. And then Cammy said, is there anybody who wants to play? And just stupidly, sometimes I do that. I just go, I'll play. How hard can it be to play roller derby?
So you had your roller skates with you? Just assuming that someone might not turn up, and these women would ask you...
Well, what happened at that point was we said, I didn't bring any skates. Unfortunately, we'd be able to find some other skates if we were at somewhere like a roller skating rink.
Remind me of the rules of roller derby, please.
Well, it's a great game. There's 6 balls. No, there's no... the basic thing is there's one of the players from each side. It's a very weird game. Has a star on their helmet. I don't know, I think you call it a jammer or a racer or a pusher or a jammer, is it?
I just said that because you
Let's
said
go
it.
with jammer.
Yeah.
And whoever's the first jammer out the front with the star on the... If they make a lap all the way back, you get a point. That's how you score, basically. So all I had to do was be a blocker, but then their jammer, which is Lizzy, she got through. And I found myself in this position where I was the person who was going to be able to stop her making a lap. And all I remember is her, you know that weird thing skaters do where they just get really into the thighs? It's all about the thighs, you know? And she comes around and she's going really, really fast. And I'm thinking, I've just got to put my body between her and the finish line. And as she came around, like she actually started to slow down. And I thought, oh, I think she's being nice to the old guy. But then I realised, no, it's all just going into slow motion. Because she was actually speeding up. Right. And the next thing, because I'm quite tall, she's getting down low with those thighs, right in, under my centre of gravity, I swear, like feet over, like a somersault, like 3/4 back somersault onto my face, landed in the only place where there isn't a helmet on my head. You know, it was...
Oh, she's good.
She flattened me.
All right, gosh, 3 great stories, but we do need an answer. So, Chris's team, is Lizzy Stephen's ice cream accomplice, Ella's pet insurance pal, or Frank's rambunctious roller skater?
It's very rare that I say this, but I have a feeling there might be some truth to Frank's.
I was thinking the same, but I kind of believe all of them. I think they've done a very good job.
I don't believe Ella at all. I'm writing Ella off.
I don't believe Stephen, to be honest. I don't believe anyone would do a reverse robbery on 4 litres of ice cream.
And not hang around for the payoff.
Yeah.
So Stephen's out, I think.
OK, I think we can eliminate Stephen.
OK, Stephen's out.
Are you happy to eliminate Ella?
I do not believe that for a second.
So I think that means we're going to say Frank.
You're going with Frank. All right, Lizzy, this is your time to shine. Please reveal who you are.
My name is Lizzy, and Stephen and I carried out an ingenious crime involving a 4-litre tub of ice cream.
Oh, least favourite. It's not a Lucy.
She's me bestie.
You called her Lucy.
See you, Lizzy.
Was that a real misdirect to call her Lucy?
Lucy.
Oh, the actor.
Absolutely conniving.
Yes, it's true. Stephen and Lizzy did carry out an ice cream-based crime. So please put your hands together for this week's special guest, Liam. Thank you for coming, Liam. Dan, who is Liam to you?
This is Liam, and we actually play Call of Duty together. And we hate each other's guts.
All right, Claire, who is Liam to you?
This is Liam. He is the only member of my book group that is not a woman in their 40s.
OK. Frank, who is Liam to you?
This is Liam, and I once slapped him across the back of the head in front of his mum.
So there we have it. Is Liam Dan's online enemy, Claire's baby book grouper, or Frank's whacked whippersnapper? Chris's team.
We'll start with Dan. Call of Duty. Now, for those of us who aren't gamers, that's a video game?
It is a video game, yeah. It's World War II, shooting 'em up, warfare. Lots of bloodshed and warfare.
And do you play it in the same room, or could Liam be in a completely different city and you still play the game?
You play it virtually, and this is, in fact, the first time I've ever laid eyes on Liam.
You said that you hate each other's guts?
Yeah.
So how do you feel now to be in such close physical...
You weren't here, I would stand up and choke him out.
What Liam?
Relax, bro.
What name does Liam go by in the game? Does he have an avatar?
Yeah. It is...
Cool name.
Big L Dog, D-A-W-G,
Big L Dog.
Yeah,
And-
2007.
And what's your name?
Bastard Executioner, 1980.
And what is... when did you...
Grown man. Bastard executioner.
It's how I relax.
Love it.
2007, so does that mean Liam is 14 years old? So I'm really not happy with this relationship.
Why? What's wrong?
You're basically talking dirty to and then threatening a child.
It's a game. It's just a game.
Presumably you play lots of people in this game, but
Yeah.
is he your main nemesis?
I mean, I've got a couple, but yeah, we ended up playing sort of the same time, and then we sort of would chat, and then we would use each other to get through to certain levels, but then he would often turn on me.
Classic L-Dog move.
L-Dog.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you trash talk each other?
Yeah, and then I realised he was 14. I was like, ooh. So I pulled it back a bit.
And when did you find out he was 14?
When the
Just
police
now.
got involved.
Are we ready to move on to Claire?
So, I think
Claire's
so.
connection with Liam.
Liam is the only member of my book group that isn't a woman in their 40s.
Are you sure?
I mean, his username was woman in 40s, 1976.
And how often do you get together in your book club?
All right, well, it hasn't been a good few years for book clubs, but yeah, as often as we can. Like, the idea was every 2 months, but it's, you know, like, it's as regular as book clubs can be.
And did he come alone to these book clubs, or was he... How did he join?
He comes with his mum is a member of the club. So, she was kind of starting it. I know her through a friend, so her friend invited me. So it was at Alexa's house the first time, and this is Alexa's stepson, Liam, and she just made her son come down and join the group. And it was a joke at first, but now he comes whenever we have it, like at whoever's house.
And he's a big Leanne Moriarty fan now, so
Massive.
winning.
Massive.
When he talks about the books, what kind of contributions does
Yeah,
he make?
well, he basically eats the biscuits and then he plays on the iPad. But he's in the club, and the important thing is we have gender and age diversity,
Right.
OK?
Is it reaching the point, I'm not sure how old your children are, where you're thinking, well, maybe Liam might want a friend? Like, maybe we should all be bringing our children to this book club.
That sounds awful. But sure, I guess we'll consider it.
All right, do you want to move on to Frank?
I would like to move on to Frank. Just remind us what Liam is to you.
Well, Liam is a person who I slapped in the back of the head in front of his mother, and I'm just terribly sorry. Like, I do regret it. In many ways, this is my opportunity to apologise to Liam for a very inappropriate moment.
Paint the picture. How did you come to slap Liam?
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him with my hand. I actually hit him with a glove. With like a...
Challenging him to a duel.
I was doing a reenactment.
Reenactment, yes.
Well, I was in a Shakespearean play at the time.
Sorry, Frank.
Well,
and
I think this story falls down immediately. No one believes anyone would cast Frank in a Shakespeare play. What was the play? Who were you playing?
The play was Twelfth Night. Is that how you say it? Twelfth. I'm not sure if it was Twelfth Night or Twelfth Night.
Right.
It was 12th of the night.
How'd you go with the rest of the lines of the play? Even the title trips you up.
I played the part of...
The glove salesman.
No, my character's name was Andrew.
I think we don't need to ask him any more questions.
No further questioning?
Oh, no, I've got more questions. So what part was Liam playing in the play?
Well, actually, Liam wasn't in the play. He was in the audience.
You've abused an audience member.
I have. What happened was it was the start of the second half, and he came in late with his, I think it was his brother and his mother came in, and they were doing the classic, and it must have been very embarrassing for them because they were in the front row and they were late, and they were doing the kind of, if I do this, nobody will notice. But by far the most compelling thing in the room at that point was these 3 creeping people, you know. And he came in and it just so happened that the character I was playing against, he's called Uncle Toblerone or something. And my line in the play was, I saw her as well as I see you now. Like that. And I would always go, as well as I see you now. And I'd hit him across the chest with the glove. But Liam was creeping in at that point.
I see.
And I just, in the spontaneous moment, I went, oh, yes, I saw her as well as I see you now. And I just slapped him across the back of the head. It gets worse, though.
Oh, no.
It gets worse because the whole audience went, oh, wasn't that lovely? And then, but I realised as I hit him, I knocked his glasses off. So I hit him with I thought, this will be funny. Nobody will mind if I, you know, and I whack, and it was, I see you now, and his glasses went off. And then I saw Liam starting to, like, look for his glasses, which it would have helped if you wore them today, Liam. Oh, Liam, now I recognise you.
Well, that was excellent. I want them all to be true. We do need an answer.
We're basically being asked to choose between someone who's verbally abused him online, someone who's abused him by making him read adult books, and someone who's literally physically abused the poor guy. What are you thinking? What are you feeling, Gina?
I think Dan.
I thought Dan too. I thought Dan feels like a gamer.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even believe I'm entertaining Franks, but there are details.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with all the works of Shakespeare, but I don't think there's a character called Andrew who's famous for his big floppy gloves. He feels like a very minor character to open the second half with.
Yes.
So you think Dan?
I think Dan.
I think I'm leaning Dan too. Are you happy with Dan?
It's Dan or Claire?
Or Frank.
Final answer, Chris.
We're going to say Dan.
Going with Dan. All right, Liam, please reveal your true identity.
My name is Liam, and Frank slapped me on the back of my head in the front of my mother.
I can't believe that.
Oh, fantastic.
Nobody saw that coming. Liam is Frank's whack whippersnapper. Everybody keep your hands together for Liam. It's good to see you, Joy. All right, Art. Who is Joy to you?
Well, this is Joy, and Joy came to my rescue when I accidentally glued my eyelid shut.
OK. Dave, who is Joy to you?
This is Joy, and she was responsible for my first ever visit to a brothel.
All right, Chris, who is Joy to you?
This is Joy. She yelled at me in front of my neighbours when I took a book from her street library and didn't replace it with another one.
Oh. All feasible.
Yeah.
So there we have it. Is Joy Art's gluey good Samaritan, Dave's red light recruiter, or Chris's screaming street librarian?
Shall we start with Artie?
Let's start with Art.
So, if you could paint the picture of the initial incident for us.
So I was getting ready at one of the venues that I work at, and I don't know if you know this, but drag queens, we're held together with lots of different types of adhesives. So you've got your eyelash glue, but then you've got your wig glue, and then you've also got your super glue. So I was out of lash glue, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to use spirit gum, which is wig glue. So I used it to glue my eyelashes on, and, well, it seeped into my eye folds, and my eyes were sealed shut, so I had to screech out, and Joy works at the venue that I work at. She works in the kitchen, so she came and helped me, helped peel them open.
With a potato peeler?
Yes. No, she has a gentle touch.
So Joy figured that she, with her kitchen skills, would be the right person to do this, not to take you to a hospital or...
Look at Joy.
I know.
This is the type of person you want to help you when your eyelids are glued shut. So, you know, and we have a connection because she makes the best homemade sausage rolls.
Did you like, because you've got your eyes shut, so you go, Joy! And then someone comes towards you, but you can't know that it's Joy.
No, but I could smell the sausage rolls on her hand. She'd just been massaging a meat log for a while.
You go check the hands.
Yes, Frank.
Do you mind if I do like a smell test of Joy?
Well, I think...
Does Joy mind?
Blink twice for yes. Yes! She says it's okay for you to smell her. Is there any sausage roll?
I'm picking up Cornish pasty. Thank you, Joy.
Oh, fantastic. Good on you, Joy. Your feedback on Joy now.
Yeah, notes of...
no lingering
no meat
sausage roll aroma present.
I guess it's possible she hasn't come straight from a shift at the bar.
I
If
know,
she's
but-
coming on Would I Lie For You, she might think, I might wash my hands.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance Frank Woodley's going to smell them.
Let's go to Dave.
Dorno, Dave?
So what was it? Joy's responsible for you going to a brothel for
Yeah,
the
I don't
first
wanna-
time, was it? Or?
I don't want to repeat the line because Frank might smell her again, but... When Joy can talk, we're going to break this apart, OK, Joy? A lot has happened. So, yeah, she was responsible for my first visit to a brothel.
Could you please elaborate? Why?
I was working at a medical supplies company.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, and it was a box of lubrication. And I had to deliver it there. She is my boss, was my boss at the time.
So, I mean, there's so many things about this that I'm like, what? You worked at a medical supply place. Why are you delivering? And part of your job was delivery boy? Man?
What was your title at the medical... Yes, what was your title at the medical supply?
Delivery man. Like, I had my licence. I had pubes, thanks very much.
Lube delivery.
Lube-mobile. Oh, I misread this.
So you arrive with a box of lube.
Yes.
The receptionist signs for it.
Yes.
And then what happens?
It was fairly underwhelming. It's just the woman on the front desk. And, of course, as I said, I was a young man. She's like, how can we pay for this? And, of course, no, money. Money, of course.
It would have been great if you'd said, how can we pay for this? Like that. And then a series of women just came out, one after the other, and just went... Then we gave you, like, 15 minutes. Now, get out.
What did you do at the brothel? I saw the Muppets. It was amazing.
I don't like where this is going. Let's go to Chris's. Let's go to Chris's story. Who is Joy to you?
This is Joy, and she yelled at me in front of my neighbours when I took a book from her street library and didn't replace it with another one.
What book did you take?
It was Koshy's joke book.
Get out.
Volume 3.
What?
No less.
Koshy?
It's David Kosh.
I think Volume 2 is the classic.
Now, why would you take that book?
Did you burn it?
Well, I've always been interested in joke craft. So when I saw it in Joy's street library, I didn't hesitate to take it.
Now, when you say Joy's Street Library, now, to my understanding was it's a sort of like, it's a community thing.
Joy has her own street library. She's sort of, it's all Joy's. It's in front of her house.
And the fact that you know so, and you seem to be talking about street libraries with a sense of respect for the institution, yet you, which I think, when you said, I didn't replace a book, there was a ripple of disgust that went through this room that was so palpable.
I didn't know the protocols.
What?
Normally, when you go to a library, if it's a school library or a university library, you borrow a book, that's the end of the process. You don't go, shit, do I have another book on me to put back in the shelf?
That's not technically the truth. The traditional system is that you borrow the book and you return it.
Yes.
Joy's about to start yelling again.
You don't want to start her.
How outraged was she? How angry did she get?
For a librarian, she was pretty noisy.
Can we get a quote? What is one of the things that she said?
I don't think it's airable on Channel 10, Celia.
on.
She was absolutely furious. There was a lot of, don't you know how street libraries work?
And so did she take the book back?
I think I said, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't understand the protocol. I'll bring back something tomorrow.
And what did you, and what was it?
It was a Colleen McCulloch book that I actually took from someone else's street library and put to Joyce.
Fantastic. All right. 3 very compelling stories. Is Joy Art's gluey good Samaritan, Dave's red light recruiter, or Chris's screaming street librarian?
I think the word impossible comes to mind because they're all
also,
good.
Joy's doing an incredible job of just being so neutral, not giving anything away.
Something only a librarian could do.
My instincts take me towards art. I can see her with the eyelids being stuck together and Joy coming to help.
And I can pick. You've got lovely hands and nails, Joy, on paper, and I can see you making sausage rolls. So that's going to be very offensive if that's.
I disagree. I actually don't think it's us. I love the details of Chris's story. So if nothing else, it was a terrific tale, well told.
Dave Thornton's box of lube doesn't get a mention at all.
But I do want to see Joy. If it is Joy, if it is Chris's Joy, that I want to see Joy reenact her going off at Chris.
Oh, for that reason, I'm going to go with Chris.
Yeah, for that reason, we're going to say we think it's Chris.
All right, Joy. Please reveal your true identity.
My name is Joy, and I'm responsible for Dave's first visit.
Happy birthday, love. Thanks, mate.
Can I also say at this point in time, there was something I left out of this. This is my godmother. This is what I was... So she got me the job.
Joy, I love you. Everybody put your hands together for Joy. All right, this is Tony. Reese, who is Tony to you?
This is Tony. It's good to see you again, Tony. He agreed to share a dressing room with me on a particularly busy Boxing Day sale.
All right. Susan, who is Tony to you?
This is Tony. He is a children's party magician and he made one of my children genuinely disappear.
Oh, my God, can I get your number, Tony? It's an unbelievable gift. Chris, who is Tony to you?
This is Tony. He no longer invites me to play cricket with him ever since my testicles made me a liability.
There we have it. Is Tony Reese's change room chum, Susan's masterful magician, or Chris's critical cricketer? Frank's team. Do you want to start your questions to Reese, maybe?
OK, so who was in the changing room first?
He was.
And then you, I'm assuming you took an outfit to the change room, and as you opened the door, was there a door or a curtain?
It was a curtain, and it was one of those situations where it wasn't quite, you know, like the frustrating thing where they just don't feel? Like,
Yes.
you want it to be like that, but thank you.
Yeah.
And it was quite dramatic. I was like, here we go. Whoa! And Tony did, to his credit, kind of was like, it's fine, you can just come in. And we shared the little room.
How long ago was this?
Like 4 years, I reckon.
And you just exchanged numbers and said, I need
so
you on
it
a
turns
game
out
show
he
in 4
works
years.
he's a television writer. And so we got, as we were like changing shirts and stuff like that, we got kind of chatting.
OK, so for me, the thing that's kind of I'm struggling with is the fact that, well, there's quite a bit, actually.
OK.
The first thing is that he said, come on in. Spacious change room. I had a bit of a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Then, come on in, and then you came on in. Like, wouldn't you...
I never said that I did that.
You did go into the change room with him. Wouldn't you just go, no?
To be honest, it was a point in my life where I was doing a little bit of, like, just say yes to the universe a little bit more.
What store was this?
It was Maya. And I am available for...
So did it...
You could say I only shop at Maya.
I don't know if this is unfair to Tony, but would you say that Tony had a hairy chest or more smooth?
It was like that kind of... Because I'm a surprisingly hairy person.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, is
That
it
is
weird
surprising.
It is weird.
It is weird, yeah.
Oh my God, Reese!
Wow.
Yeah. I got some weird hormone problem going on there.
That
Felt
should
like
have
I-
been your story. I'm
Yeah.
Reese Nicholson and I have a very hairy chest.
I just want to quickly, the dimensions of the change room, just quickly, in terms of...
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to get up and kind of show you? Like, I reckon from here to about, like...
Oh.
Okay. Does Maya have curtains, though?
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
All right. Let's move on to Susan, shall we? Susan, remind us of your connection with Tony again.
Tony is a children's party magician who made one of my kids genuinely disappear.
How did he make him disappear?
So we hired Tony as a magician and he was doing tricks and then he said, OK, I'm going to make the birthday boy disappear. And he obviously told our son beforehand, OK, so when I say this, you sort of scamper out here. And then, so he said, abracadabra, and our son was gone and then he didn't come back.
So at that point, you must have been going like, in one way, I'm incredibly excited to discover that magic is real. But on the other hand, we've lost a child.
At first we thought, oh, it's part of the trick, it might be a bit funny, he'll bring him back later. And time went on, and time went on.
And
how much time?
After 2 hours.
2 hours. That's a commitment to a trick, isn't it?
Tony said, I've got to get to my next gig. Good luck. If the police need to speak to me, here's my card.
Oh, really?
After 2.5 hours, when my husband was on the phone to the police, because we actually thought something had gone wrong, was Tony dodgy, our son wandered in.
Your son walks in?
Yes, our son walked in.
And where had he been?
He had gone to the neighbour's tree house and fallen asleep. He thought he had to hide and he fell asleep.
How old was he?
4.
Okay, that makes sense.
See, I believe that could happen. But the fact that Tony just went on with the show for a 4-year-old, and at the end he was just like, yeah, sometimes they disappear.
Is Tony still working as a magician? Because if he is, that's a bit of an issue.
You can look him up in the yellow pages. It's Dodgy Tony.
I struggled to... Hello, Tony here. Oh, would I lie to you? Yeah. Appear on national television. You'll tell a good yarn about me, though, yeah? I feel like Tony's magic business is going downhill from this.
Jane, I'd be careful what you say, because Tony has powers. That's it. And then if you want to stay in that chair for the rest of the show, I'd shut your mouth.
That's the most ridiculous... Tony! It's just a game, Tony. Relax.
All right. Should we move on to Chris?
This is Tony. He no longer invites me to play cricket with him ever since my testicles made me a liability.
Thought it had something to do with your testicles.
It always does with you.
Where do you want to start with, Chris?
The testicles?
Yes.
What's wrong with them?
Great question.
They're broadly OK now, but there was an incident where they weren't OK. And for the years that I was a cricketer, I couldn't play cricket because of my testicles.
Why?
But you wanted to play cricket.
Yeah.
Are they too big, or did you have nut rot?
Essentially, there was a...
Stop showing off.
Instead of a box, you had to use a bike helmet.
I had a genuine injury to the testicle while playing cricket, where I got hit.
Yes.
So it wasn't safe for me to take the playing field because the equipment hadn't been made to protect my, let's now call it an eggplant-sized testicle. And it was also the same colour as an eggplant, roughly.
And we're going to look at them just here.
He's played a 5-day testing match.
And I'd imagine you probably had trouble going out to bat in a couple different ways, surely.
Yes. Yeah. Very hard to shop for briefs when you've got, like, there was a specific place I had to shop to get briefs that were big enough to accommodate...
Lowe's?
No. It wasn't Lowe's. No, it was called the Generous Gent. It's the name of a shop that sell large boxes. And so I had to wear those for 2 years.
Well, I'm sorry, 2 years you had a testicle the size of a huge watermelon.
Yeah. Yes, I'd say it got to watermelon size.
Why didn't you see someone about this overgrown zucchini in your pants?
I did, and they said it will just go down naturally. And it took 2 years. It is sort of gone down now.
Is it
It's
they the
probably
same
the size
size?
of a kiwi fruit now.
Okay.
Which is still quite big.
It is
Yeah.
big. Can you stand up?
Stand up?
You said
I'm
you had a
not gonna
kiwi
get-
fruit
You
down
heard
there.
the woman.
Stand up.
I'm not going to get my testicle out.
What, are you wearing jeans? Are you wearing jeans?
Oh, yeah.
They look the same size to me. I didn't see a kiwi fruit in there.
They look the same size to me.
Well, like both sides of the jeans, I can't see more of a bulge on one side than the other
I'm getting
side.
very
Hang on, wait, where are
uncomfortable about
balls?
the
Are they-
objectification of men's testicles at this point.
Although balls are kind of under, aren't they? So
Yes.
maybe...
You
yeah.
tell me, you sound like the expert.
Frank's team, we are going to need an answer. Is Tony Reese's change room chum, Susan's masterful magician, or Chris's critical cricketer? What say you?
I know what I think. What are you thinking?
I'm not buying the balls, and I'm...
No.
No one's asking you to take them home with you.
I'm confused because, firstly, I don't think Maya has curtains.
Maya has everything.
But I kind of feel like Susan looked a little bit annoyed when she was, like, truthfully annoyed when she was telling the story, and I think he might be a magician.
OK, and Dane?
Very good logic. I love that. You had me at Myers. Don't have curtains. They have doors.
He
They
didn't
had
even-
no.
but
Level
he
3,
didn't
they
even-
sell curtains.
But he didn't say which Maya.
I've got a vague
Have you been
memory of
to
going
every
to a
single
Maya that
Maya?
had curtains, so I'm a little bit...
I love the bit of Reese's story that they're questioning is the curtain, not the fact he got inside a change room with a grown man, showed his orangutan chest, and then swapped business cards and have been colleagues ever since. That's all normal. But you're going, oh, there's no curtains at Maya, so it must be a lie.
Calm down, big nuts. Come on.
So what do you think, Dane?
I think it is Susan.
I think it's Susan.
I'm feeling it's Susan too, because I think just when you mentioned the idea of going to the tree house and then falling asleep, it just dropped in as being very believable to me. So we're going to say Susan.
All right, so we're going with Susan and the magician.
Yeah.
Tony, would you please, for the love of all that's good and holy, reveal your true identity?
My name's Tony, and I don't ask Chris to play cricket anymore because his testicles are a liability.
Keep the applause going for the brilliant Tony. So many questions. Thank you, Tony. Yes, it's true. Tony is Chris's critical cricketer.
And Chris has got a massive ball.
Good to see you, Max. Now, Annie, who is Max to you?
This is Max. He was the drummer at my wedding reception and he ruined our first dance as husband and wife.
OK, Nick, who is Max to you?
This is Max, and he is the reason I didn't have kids until my 30s.
Oh, my goodness. And Chris, finally, who is Max to you?
This is Max, and he is teaching me how to use TikTok.
All right, so there we have it. Is Max Annie's wedding waltz wrecker, Nick's progeny preventer, or Chris's TikTok tutor?
I think we're going to cut just straight to the chase and we're going to say, what did he do in that waltz that ruined it?
It wasn't a waltz. It was just meant to be a short choreographed dance that we'd worked on. And my husband is a musician. And so he had said to the band, who are all our friends, you can enjoy yourself, get up, you know, drink as much as you want. Please play music occasionally. There's just one request that you play Paper Moon when we have our dance together. And at that time, Max had had a few drinks and, yeah, got a bit overexcited, and he went too fast for a start, so he completely changed the tempo, and he also had a strange drum solo halfway through.
So tell us about the drum solo.
Yeah.
How did that kind of go?
As most drum solos go, very long.
Even the short ones are very long.
Yeah. And it kind of starts where you're like, oh, yeah, cool, I know. No, whoa, OK. Whoa. And no one really knows where to clap, and so we didn't know where to dance.
Annie, how do you dance to a drum solo?
Well, you start to ad-lib a little bit.
But this was a choreographed dance.
Yeah, but we had to stop by then because he'd gone at this cracking pace, so we were like... The panic in my husband's eyes at this point was extreme, so I was trying to take over and be like, this is fine, and then I was like, no, this is like a psychedelic drum solo, and we just kind of edged backwards, and it got very awkward.
How long ago was your wedding? How many years ago?
10 years.
So he was 2? He's a prodigy. I think you're being a bit harsh because the very fact that he was able to drum at all was...
Look, he could be a drummer.
He could be. He could be 25 and have done some serious hard living. And drummers do, you know, so he could be... He might have been 15 at the time.
Silverchair were 15 when they started.
Playing weddings?
What was the aftermath of the situation? Because I imagined that it got ugly.
The drum solo sort of fizzled, and he wanted a lot of credit for it, and there was sort of a pitter-patter of clapping through the room.
Pitter-patter of his tiny little baby feet as he...
Do you want to move on to Nick?
OK, yeah, let's move on.
All right, Nick, remind us again of your connection with Max.
Max is the reason I didn't have kids until my 30s.
Right, OK.
Didn't
Is
ask
it just
anything.
me, or does Max and Nick... They kind of look similar.
They could be related.
Sort of, I don't...
They've got a bit of the gingivitis about them. They could be related for sure.
How do you know Max? Like, what's the relationship with Max?
I was Max's nanny.
Manny?
Manny.
Nanny.
So you looked after Max when he was a baby?
No, he wasn't a baby. I was 18. He was around 10 or 11.
Oh, OK.
Oh, drumming. So he started his drumming.
Just on the cusp of his
drumming. Yeah.
So you were like his babysitter. But what does a nanny do exactly?
Babysitting, but longer.
OK. And so you didn't have babies until your 30s because... So you, for 10 years, you were Max's until... What? So that doesn't...
What happened? What happened with...
I got offered a babysitting job, and there was Max, and he had a younger brother, and my dad told me I should take the job as a nanny so I learned not to have kids early.
OK.
Because you'll realise how hard it is.
Was there a reason why he thought you might be going to start a family young?
I grew up in Hoppers Crossing, so... Got to play the odds.
Do you think you would have started a family earlier had it not been for Max?
It definitely pushed it. I wouldn't have thought early 20s. I just remember it being really hard at times. And at times, I mean, when I was hungover.
Was it hard to tell your mates in Hoppers Crossing that you were a nanny?
It is hard to make the leap from playing footy for Werribee under-18s and your nickname is Crusher and you've got a neck wider than your head and blonde tips to go, lads, I'm leaving in round 8 to be a nanny.
All right, let's move on to Chris.
This is Max, and he is teaching me how to use TikTok.
How did you meet Max? Like LinkedIn or LinkedIn, whatever you want to call it.
We met very recently. He works in the social media team at Channel 10, and I've just been introduced to him recently as part of this show, actually.
And how's that going? Have you been doing a lot of posts on TikTok?
No, but there's an anticipation. I think the network was worried that I'm not on the socials, and they said TikTok's the big new one that all the kids are doing. I've never heard of TikTok. I thought TikTok was a biscuit. So, so they've hooked me up with Max to learn the basics. So we've been sort of doing lip-syncing videos and a lot of dance videos too.
I'm pretty sure that he's probably done a few rehearsals of some of these dancing
Yeah.
videos.
Good point.
I mean, we'd love to see one. I mean,
That's right.
oh wow.
It's quite early days in my tutelage at TikTok, but Max has taught me one dance. And that's all we've sort of got. That's all we've...
Okay.
It's
That was
mainly...
just the Macarena and the chicken dance.
I've never seen a man so comfortable.
Casey, you are big on TikTok.
Yeah, not big, but I've dabbled.
enjoy
Yeah,
it?
I do enjoy it.
How do you think that went?
The dance I didn't buy.
Well, what do you mean you didn't buy it? I mean, that was... No one expects me to be good at this. I think the idea is just to put out content.
Yeah.
Max works for Channel 10's socials team. He's not my choreographer. He doesn't choose the music I lip-sync to. He's just the guy, much against his desire. I think he doesn't like me as a student, but he's doing what he's told, and I think we should all cut Max a bit more slack.
Okay, so is Max Annie's wedding waltz wrecker, Nick's progeny preventer, or Chris's TikTok tutor?
I think we can rule out Chris.
Don't you feel?
I don't know.
Just to be clear, what you're being asked to rule on isn't whether the quality of the TikToks are good, it's just whether he's helping me learn the
I
meaning.
understand that. I've got a very visual mind, so that dance is on high rotation.
We had to visualise you naked face down earlier.
People pay good money for that.
OK, so who would you think, Jimmy? It's got to be one of them.
For some reason, I don't know why.
I've got other dances.
Because
Do you want to...
I felt Nick was the most convincing to me.
And what about you, Casey?
I don't know. Yeah, let's go with Nick.
Well, I felt Nick as well.
Yeah.
Not in
felt
terms of the
Nick?
story, but just... No, I also very much believe that it's Nick. That was my feeling. So we're going to say Nick.
All right, great. Max, please reveal your true identity.
My name's Max, and I'm the reason Nick didn't have kids.
Fantastic. Yes, it is true. Max is Nick's progeny preventer. Thank you so much for coming in, Max. Everybody put your hands together for Max. What a gorgeous story.